So in Japanese culture, this concept, mono no aware, is very important. It can be roughly translated as the pathos of things, pathos of being, the poignant feelings that accompany your life. And, this has been a central theme in Japanese literature, Japanese culture, and it is in the daily lives of people. And for example, in the spring, the Japanese people really appreciate the cherry blossoms blooming. But when they bloom, they start to fade away. You see the uh, cherry blossoms petals, falling from the trees as if they are snowflakes. And when they bloom, their prime time is so brief, and so that is when the Japanese feels a mono no hour pathos of things. Nothing on this earth is permanent. Everything is ephemeral. So this idea that life is composed of ephemeral things, transient things, is central to Japanese culture. The Japanese people typically don't think in terms of eternal values, ultimate goals, all these things that perhaps constitute Western culture. The Japanese are more concerned with the fact that in every moment of your life, you change really gradually. You more often than not, you don't return to the same state ever again. When you meet with other people, you notice, especially when they're children, that they are changing every time you meet them. So there's never a same person. A person doesn't stay the same. It changes. Personal relationships also changes from day to day. So, you know, friendships and love, they don't stay permanently. So in the West, people traditionally vow eternal love till death do us part, right? But in Japan, that kind of thing probably was imported from the West after the Meiji Restoration, after Japan's modernization. But traditionally, that kind of vowing to live up to some standards that is supposed to be eternal has been absent from Japanese culture. Japanese people have always taken this realistic point of view that everything in this world, every life, every person changes. Change is the only reality in this world. So that is mono no hour, the pathos of things. Because it doesn't mean that in the Japanese culture people kind of have a disregard for the value of something. Precisely because things change, uh, they try to really appreciate the ephemeral beauty, ephemeral feeling, ephemeral emotion at that moment. They really try to capture that moment, the glory of the moment, not in terms of praising them to be eternal, but in terms of really appreciating the moment of change that would go on and on and on and on and on without ever stopping, without ever returning to the same state. So Mono no Aware is a really realistic view on life, life's you know values in the Japanese context. So I think this is a really profound and poignant and valuable view on this mysterious thing that we call life.